The Lair.
No, don't know that one.
You read, I tell you what, if you haven't read them, you really need to. You'll never hang your toes out of the bed again.
Okay,
seriously,
yeah, I'll have to check it out.
I'm not joking. He is top writer too. Stephen King, for me and him, were the top. But how do you feel about the internet? I mean, how does your, how do you interact with your fans?
Social media. I mean, everything is through my Facebook, also Mixcloud, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, I'm trying to reach out in every way possible, and people are finding me, which is amazing. Yeah, so I'm just enjoying meeting so many new people. It's awesome.
So how does Mixcloud work?
So DJs upload all their stuff to Mixcloud, and then you can message them, check out obviously you can check out what they're playing, and it will actually suggest types of shows to you, so you can check out stuff that's in your genre, which is amazing. And I've met a lot of great people on Mixcloud, so it's fantastic. I love it.
Well, it's a lot like SoundCloud too, though. I mean, like it provides a different outlet for music and to get more people to pick it up.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. And I recently discovered it. I had no idea it existed. I think it was just maybe December, January, but it's been around, and now I'm pretty much hooked. So.
Right on. Well, we're gonna get into your to the video that was made already for a song called Room 237, and this is Damsel in the Dollhouse, and this is Room 237. Dig this.
You're gonna
Damsel in the Dollhouse, room 237. You know what? This song I really liked just because I like the vocal inflections kind of in the chorus part of the song. Just kind of like off from like a normal tempo, we'll put it that way.
Very cool. Thank you.
B, what do you think?
It's very. What I love is we're actually giving back to female. We never actually showcased female. Well, we do, but rarely. And it's so nice. And she's very sexy. And for me, I don't know. I think it's appealing on all levels. I mean, it's catchy, it's danceable, and very powerful.
Right on. So, Nina, for this video in particular, was it like a fun to make? Did you have like a lot of ideas beforehand before you decided to kind of start laying the video down and that sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to portray each of the characters,
right.
The main characters from the film. And initially, I wasn't going to use any footage from the film at all. But then I realized no way I can duplicate
right.
and everything. So I basically bought some green screen equipment and spliced myself in there, and there you go.
Right on, very cool. So now with Bloodlust being in the mix, have you just started that, or are you a little bit into it?
For the video, I'm into it. I basically just finished filming a few weeks ago. I have some guests appearing in it, which is awesome, friends of mine. And now I'm in the middle of it, so I'm trying to make sure I'm done very soon. So hopefully within a week, 2 weeks, I'll be able to release that video too.
Right on. Now, I want to know, like, what's your musical background, like, or even like filmmaking background? Do you have any at all? Or what have you done in the past?
I mean, I'm basically self-taught and everything. I mean, I've played around with photography for a long time. I've played around with filmmaking. I dabbled in music when I was really young, but nothing really. I didn't really pursue it in any way.
Right.
And then I just had this like burning desire to basically, hey, I can do it. Why not? I mean, computers make magic happen. So that's basically what I start to do. I use Logic Pro to do my music. I use Adobe Premiere for my films, my music videos, and Photoshop for my photography. So yeah, it's all computer based. That's the magic.
No, it's really cool. It's always a curiosity to me just to see how it comes about. Now that will bring me to my next question. I mean, I know there's a great idea and stuff behind this particular project, but for your songwriting process, since we'll call it somewhat new at it, how do you go about it? Do you have a specific process, or just kind of write when you feel like it?
I mean, sometimes I'll have an idea. Like for Feast of Villains, I tried to make a list of certain villains I wanted to potentially pay tribute to and kind of capture, and then I would go into Logic and see what kind of sounds I could create that made me think of those characters, and then it kind of would go from there. Other times I would just start playing around with some music and like, oh, that sounds like so-and-so, and then that would turn into a song. So yeah, that's kind of how I create it. It's very experimental the way I work.
Right on. No, it's always a curiosity to me because everybody's different in how they create music. So it's always interesting to me to see how it comes about. Sometimes it might just be plain generic, and sometimes you get the answer that you weren't expecting, meaning like you never would have thought of creating and writing that way.
Right. Yeah, no, and some of these songs it's tricky because I wrote maybe 3 years ago now, and they were very rough, and I hated them, and then I put them away, and then 2 years later, I'm like, you know what, I'll make this work, darn it, and yeah, and then they end up on the album, and they sound completely different from how they started, and they were very, very rough, and yeah, I don't really have a plan. It just sort of happens, and when I get the inspiration, I just basically get very obsessed with getting this all done. So I go into hibernation mode when I'm in serious writing writing music mode.
You know, that's not a bad way to do it. I mean, it's like I've said many times in the past to different people that you're essentially your own worst critic, right? So, and no matter like how much you sleep on it, it's like it's still gonna be a little bit different. And then you can get to some points, like you said, so, you know what, I gotta please wait for a little bit because I've lost it. I'm just not interested at all.
Yeah.
And then they come around back to like, you know what, this was great. Like, why did they pick so long to work on this? And I'll tell you why. It's because you just weren't having that inspiration until now, right? So.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it.
B?
I was going to say, as a female, do you come across any kind of difficulties when you're trying to, you know, shoot movies or anything, you know, to do with music? Do you find that females get a bit of a raw deal, or how is it for you?
I mean, I haven't experienced anything negative at all. Everything's been very positive. Everyone's been very supportive. It definitely seems like there are fewer female artists. I mean, the ones that are out there are amazing. Lots of new artists that are new to me. They should be on the radio all the time. They're fantastic. But yeah, I haven't experienced anything negative, which is fantastic.
Which is really good.
Right on. So next up, since we've been talking about it and talking about the video hopefully being released fairly soon, the song is called Bloodlust. This is Damsel in the Dollhouse. Dig this.